Good afternoon and welcome to Friday with Fiona for today's class to go using the Nuts About Squirrels, which is this stamp set, and it's only £16, which is got to be one of the cheapest in the catalogue. So today I'm going to show you 3 cards, and if you spend £35 in my store by midnight on Tuesday, you will get all you need to make 2 each of the 3 cards, so 6 cards in total. You just need to use the host code, which is here. I will leave it at the top. Let me just pop it up on the screen there for the minute. So if you go into my store, and I have put the link in the post, above the post, to go straight to my online store, spend £35 and I will send these for free, including the shipping, everything you need except the stamped images. So you will need the squirrel stamp or use something similar that you have in your own stash. Okay, let me turn that banner off and I will pop that up at the top so you can see it, and we'll get started. So I have, hopefully you can still see that. Let's move that along a bit. There we go. Okay, so these are the 3 cards. So this one is basic white and soft succulent. And then, I don't know about you, but I can't remember the last time I saw a red squirrel, not since I was a child. So in this one, I've used stamped off Calypso Coral. So we'll try that again. That's quite a straightforward one. This is a fancy fold, which I just wanted to try. So I'm going to do that one first because it'll probably take the longest. It's early espresso and the squirrel is stamped straight onto there. I think that might be soft suede, and then the leaves. And I've also used some DSP there, which we're going to use today. And then card 3. This is a very simple one. So this is Sahara Sand and early espresso. And some designer series paper from the Happy, what is it called? It's the, Happier Than Happy and the Forest Friends. I think the designer series paper is called the Happy Friends or Happy Forest Friends or something. And again, that's, so those 2 are pretty quick and easy. But this one, I have cut pretty much everything. And all I need to show you is I've cut my designer series paper and I've cut 2 scalloped contours labels. But what I want to show you is how you get this swing fold. And this is designed by Connie Stewart, one of the great American demonstrators. And I did it without looking. I just looked at the card and thought, I won't know how to do that. And it didn't work. So I actually did watch a video. And you can see it's only partially cut. When I did it, I cut the whole thing out and then glued it on, and it's an extra layer, which you don't need. So I'm going to just do that one first because that requires a little bit of die cutting. So I'm really hoping, it's not going to go through there. I'm going to have to use the big one. I really thought I could use the mini, but no, I'm going to have to get my big cut and emboss machine down. I've been trying to have a tidy up today and moving things around a bit. So, my owl. There we go. Right, let me just get my large machine down and the plates. So we need, that's the magnetic, which has been discontinued. I need the grey, and that one. Try it like that and hopefully it will work, because on my little one I use the 2 I use the grey plate rather than the white one. Come on. I'll try and use my little one if I can because it's not as heavy. Oh, right, let's make a bit of space. And I did that one using the stitched rectangles, but I want to try this with the deckled rectangles and see what that looks like. So let me just see if it will go through. Right, we'll try it using this one because, so it's just a standard card base, folded landscape. And what I want to do is take one of these. Actually, so long since I used it, I've forgotten which place it needs. 1, 2. Use with thin dyes. 1, 2, and 3. So that's number 1, which is number 2. Okay. Apologies about this. Let's get my plate. Yeah, so I've got 2 number 3 plates. I think it's going to be just that. I don't know what the number 2 is. Anyway, 1, 2. I don't think I'm going to need that. Right. So what you need to do, hopefully this is in shot, it's just the edge that you want to cut. So I'm going to have that kind of hanging off, and now I've lost my deckled rectangles. There we go. I've already measured which one it is. It's this one I need. So it's going to cover the whole card, but you're only going to use half of it. Now I did have when I did it before, you're just going to cover half of it. It's not exact because I haven't measured. Just need to hold that in place. And it's just going to cover half the card, which is about 7 centimeters. Let me just get my ruler. 7 centimeters. It's going to be up to there. Whoops, I just moved it. Okay. Now I haven't taped it down or anything, so let's just hope it doesn't move. I'm going to hold that in place. Push that through, and then hopefully. I'm just checking, am I doing this right? Where's my example? Yes, that is right. No, it's not cutting, so there obviously is another plate that's meant to go in there. Number 3, which one is that? Okay, you saw the gist of that, so I'm really sorry, but I'm just going to go and do that on my big shot because I think I must be missing. Oh no, there it is. Whoops, I don't. Yeah, it's a thing like a shim. Number 2. There we go. Right, let's try it again. Number 2. 1, 2, then the 3s. Line the card up again. And I'm going to measure 7 centimeters. There we go. So I'm just going to pop that. Now, I only want it covering half of it. No, it's not going to go through. Right, let's pull that out a bit further. Perhaps I should have stuck with a quick and easy card. Right. That's about right. Okay. It's just to get the swing effect, and I think I'm making it look a lot harder than it actually is. There we go. So all I need to do now is score that. Right, let's get my plates out. get this out of the way. I'll just pop it on the floor for now. Okay, so let's get my scoreboard. I'm just use a trimmer. I was trying to have a tidy up so I'd actually have more space on my desk, but you know, let's lay plans and all that. That didn't happen, did it? Let's get the squirrels out of the way. Right, so all I need to do on this now, and then it is relatively straightforward, is just score at 7 centimetres. It's actually 7.4 because it's 14.8, so 7.4. Oh, that's perfect actually. That was a real fluke. And then you fold that back like that. Bone folder, thank you. Let's get that out of the way. And then you deckled rectangle away. I love these, I only just got them recently. I saw them in the catalogue and I just thought I didn't really get the thing, and then I saw loads of people use them and I love them. So I've got a piece of designer series paper to go on the inside, and this is also from the, I think it's Forest Friends. I will look in a minute and tell you, but you can use, you know, any DSP, whatever you've got in your stash. I just wanted it to kind of be leafy and tree-like, given that they're squirrels. So that's going to pop on the inside. Like that. And then we have the rectangle, which, the scalloped rectangle, which is where you would write your message. And that is going to be hidden behind there. It's really windy today, so I hope the signal is okay. There we go. And then I cut a piece here because in this one I just left it empty and I think it looks a bit bare. So I'm just going to pop a piece there. And I've just realised what I haven't got is the bit for around there. So I'll just line that up. And then you fold that bit back and pop your scalloped contour die there. Okay, now what I need to do is to stamp my squirrel. Now these are two-step stamping. You've got your outline and you've got your kind of detail. Now I really struggled when I was doing this the other day. I'm just going to see. I'm going to use crumb cake so it's not too dark. So I'm going to do the detail first. Sorry, not the detail. I'm going to do the insert first, and I need to move him over a bit because I was running out of space on my sentiment. Just want to make sure you've got good coverage, and then I'm going to do him as far over as I can. There we go. So that's the detail, and then I'm going to use early espresso. I'll be reusing them, so I'll clean them in a minute. Beautiful day here. Torrential rain this morning and yesterday. I heard somebody on the radio say it's almost like spring because 1 minute it's showers, the next minute it's sunny. And then I just need to line up. So line up with the feet, the edge of the tail and the ears. I'm trying not to get my head in the way of the camera. Now, if this doesn't work, I will do it on the other side. Yay! Oh, I've just gone a bit too far over there. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, they're so cute. Just going to use markers, blends to do the acorn. I want a very pale green, because when the acorns aren't ready, they're green. Come on, there we go. This is light old olive. And I'll lighten that even more, even further in a minute with the colour lifter. And some brown. Let's have some soft suede. That's interesting. That's light soft suede. It's almost the same colour as the crumb cake. But again, I'll use the colour lifter on that. And the other thing is, if you put Wink of Stella on, that lifts the colour as well. Okay, so that's my squirrel. And on that one, I use the Hope You're Feeling Bright-Eyed and Bushy-Tailed. So just need a block. And I'll stamp that in early espresso. I'll make sure I don't stamp it upside down. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Now, the only thing that I have forgotten to do, and I haven't got it ready, so I won't make you sit and watch me do it. All I did was I had a similar piece of designer series paper to this, so 7 centimetres by 10 centimetres, and then I cut it out with the stitch rectangle and it fitted around there. I will do that, but I won't make you sit and watch me. So all I need to do now is to pop my scalloped contour onto there. And actually, maybe I will do it, because otherwise you're not going to get an idea of it. But I will do it on my electric one, if that's okay. So I'm going to close that. And then underneath you've got your label for your message. Right, I just need to get a bit of designer series paper. See if I've got the same size. There we go, that'll do. It's not identical, but yes, that's perfect fit. I must have put that away by mistake. And get the deckled rectangle again. I think it was that one. Yes. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to pop the designer series paper on there, line up my rectangle and pop some washi tape on it. Actually, some post-it tape to stop it moving when I will very quickly do this, just so you can see. Right, back into ticks. There we go. Okay, so sorry about that. I have an electronic one because I have rheumatoid arthritis, and when I'm just cutting for myself or cutting in bulk, my hands just can't take too much of the using the handle. So I hope you don't mind me doing that. There we go. And then that's just, let's move that so you can see. And then that fits there. It's not quite perfect. I've got a bit of a gap there. I just pop some. So I will, if you spend £35 in my online store, as I said, the link is above the video, I will die cut everything for you, and then you will just need to, the only thing I won't be able to do is stamp the squirrels for you, and there you go. I write that. I do need, I don't put any ribbon on, I maybe put some linen thread on. Oh, that's the other thing, I haven't stamped my leaves. What have I done with my leaves? They're here somewhere. There they are. So the leaves, they're so cute. I got this last year and I used it maybe a couple of times, but I really have fallen in love with it this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp in soft succulent the green leaves. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to need those in a minute. And then using the crumb cake, I will do the stems. And it's entirely up to you. You can do the stems first and then do the, but I found when I was doing that, I kept getting it wrong. And I'm not doing much better with this, really. Yeah, that's better. You can kind of position the stems rather than the, there we go. So hopefully you can see the detail there. And I just love it. It's a fancy fold and I just love it. So that is card number 1. Now, notice on this one I used very vanilla and I realised that the designer series paper was white. So this time I used basic white and I actually do think that looks better. Right, so that's card number 1. Let's just pop my ink pads closed because I'm bound to stick my hand in there. I'm just using a combination of brown and green. You can obviously, oh, that's right, I did use Calypso Coral on one of them, didn't I? So I might need to get that out. Okay, so let's do card number 2. I thought this was my favourite, but then I think maybe that was my favourite. Who knows? And there is some linen thread on this one. So Sahara Sand, standard card base. And then I have just cut with my trimmer in early espresso and then cut a slightly smaller piece of the designer series paper. Let me tell you what that designer series paper is called before I forget. DSP. Happy Forest Friends. I was right, yeah. Happy Forest Friends. It's lovely. And there is some Calypso Coral in that. So let me get my Calypso Coral out. That's for the next one, but so I just need to mat and layer those. Do you know what? I only changed that the other day and it's already low. It shows how much I use it. I've got some more coming, but the shipment's been delayed, so I'm hoping it gets here soon. Okay, and then that can just be matte and layered onto the card base. There's no, I thought there might be a right way and a wrong way, but there's not. So I'll do that because the twine goes around, linen thread, sorry, goes around the next layer. I'm just going to line that up. There we go. I love that. That's part of a huge sheet, but I think the trees look great. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp my... I'll do him in crumb cake again. I think I did him in grey on that one, but I think brown's probably better. You can always stamp off if you want slightly lighter. And again, I need him near the bottom. Allowing time for the outline, allowing space even for the outline. And we'll do that in early espresso. Oops, just covered up there. And look, stuck my finger in the ink pad. I really don't want to get that on my card. Right, so again, I'm lining up with the ears, feet and tail. And if you find you've got a gap, which I haven't, but I have done before, you can just use a blend to fill it in. Okay, that's that one. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? Soft succulent light, and I think this is crumb cake light. Yeah. I've just got a tiny gap there. Just fill that in. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. I really do. Okay, so I'm going to mat and layer that, and then I'm going to wrap my linen thread around. And then the only thing I've got to do is a couple of leaves, which there's no dies for this set. Would be great if they'd done their perfect partners and done this set. Maybe I'll send a suggestion for that. Okay, so linen thread, just going to go around a couple of times. Need a bit more to do my bow actually. I don't know why. When I'm doing it for myself, I'm absolutely fine, and then as soon as I go on video, all fingers and thumbs. Right, and then that one can come around there. Tie that in a bow. I think I might be needing some more linen thread on my next order. It's just so versatile, goes with everything. So just a little bow. Hopefully I can do it. If not, it'll be a knot. There we go. So if you're like me and you have arthritis in your hands, you don't want to knot craft. It's good to give them exercise. But there are tools that you can use that kind of help you with it. Pressure. I use tweezers a lot. Really helps me. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that down a bit because I want to get my, and I'm going to pull that over a bit so that it's right at the edge. Come on, go round. There we go. Okay, now I've got my strip of Sahara sand, and on this one I just stamped happy birthday in early espresso. And then I flagged it, so I'll show you how to do that. I seem to be doing that a lot lately actually. This is a bit wide, so I'm going to stamp it near the bottom and then I'll just trim it. There we go. I'm going to trim it with my little mini guillotine. Yeah, perfect. all you do then is you cut up the middle. I'm just guesstimating. And then you just do it at a diagonal. And the same there. There we go. Not quite the middle, it's my hand's shaking. I have no idea why. Right. Come on. Stop messing me around. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to put him flat and up against the edge of the early espresso. Gosh, that's windy. Can you hear the wind? I have got the window open because otherwise it gets too hot. Okay. Oh, I love that. I really do. Okay, and then I'm going to pop that on with some dimensionals. That should be enough. I know some people just lose 2, but I can't do that because then it sags in the middle, especially if you post it. Okay, and then I'm going to pop that in the middle so you can just see the trees in the background. Oh, love that. I really do. Card number 2. Okay, so all we've got left now is card number 3. There's a bit more stamping on this one, but it's just kind of like for a background effect. And again, I love this. So this is card number 3. So that's soft succulent, and then that's the Calypso coral. So I've got mine. I will stamp that off though, and it's identical in the matte and layering, but they just look so different. So exactly the same thing, except this time there's no designer series paper. We're going to do some stamping. So I want my, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stamp my squirrel so that I can then put my early espresso away. So where's my big squirrel? There he is. Right, that's crumb cake for the big squirrel. And so he can go away now. Gosh, that's tight. And then the early espresso, and then all I'll be using is the soft succulent for the rest. So again, I'm just lining up the feet and the ears and the tail. Because it's photopolymer, you can kind of see through it. Fingers crossed. Oh, getting better each time. Excellent. So, oh, you know what? I was going to do that in Calypso Coral, wasn't I? Never mind. I've done him in... Actually, let's go over and see what happens if we do it in Calypso Coral. Over the brown. I might not need to stamp it off. We'll try it anyway. Let's see. Here we go, fingers crossed. Oh, I like that. That's really like a red squirrel would be. Can you see how kind of deep? It's a cross between brown and red. Like that. Okay, So happy accident. There's never mistakes in crafting. It's always happy accidents. Okay, so I'm finished with those ones. I'm just going to clean this because it will stain. I'm really OCD about stained stamps. I know some people don't care, but I do. So that's right. Those. So now I need my soft succulent, and I just need my leaves and my sentiment. So I'm not using the happy birthday. How are we doing for time? Okay. I was planning on being about 35 minutes, so I'm probably just going to overrun that. 40 minutes, probably overrun that. That was because I got in a mess doing the die cutting, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, so what I want to do first is the background. I'm going to do the hay there. Well, that's happy birthday. That's my leaves. Here we go, hay there. And I'm just going to randomly stamp it, kind of. Obviously, the middle's not going to show. So I'm going to start at the top. And I'm going to be having leaves in between. So and it kind of just is random. There's not really any pattern. If there's any gaps, I'm just going to fill them in. Okay, so that's that one done. And then I'm going to do my leaves. Now I'm going to do the I might stamp off the, yeah, I think I will stamp off. Because then if it goes over the words, you can still read them. And I am going over the words and just being completely random. I need to actually turn it around and do something a different way. That's going to be hidden, which is just as well because I forgot to stamp off. Okay, so where I've got the spines, I now need to have the main leaf bit. And I do want this to show, so I'm not stamping off. It looks very dark at the moment, but it will fade when it dries. Famous last words. Can't be still there, so I'm just going to pop the spines in there. Oh, love it. Really, really love it. Can't see the spines on those ones. And I mean, I know I've kind of doing it for autumn, but I can't show it to you. I will maybe post it because I made one using puffins, squirrels and hedgehogs for my brother. It's his birthday tomorrow, so I'm not going to show it because I don't want to spoil his receiving it. But once he's received it, I have got another couple that I will post on my blog over the coming week so that you can see them. Right, I think we're done. Oh, I didn't clean my hay there. So it's just a case of matting and layering now. Don't want to hide that postcode for you. So yeah, as I said, if you spend £35, you will get everything that you need to make 2 each of the 3 cards. So you'll make 6 cards. Now on this one, I have differed slightly, and I used white, but I don't know what I've done with it. Let's see if I can find it. I must have finished the other one, so I've got to get a new one out. Yeah, because we've got white card bases, I've actually used white thread twine. This is baker's twine as opposed to linen thread. It's a great combo pack. So I'm gonna, when I can find the end. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. I'm just going to wrap this round the middle, leaving enough to make a bow. I like doing it like that, like a little, what is it, a triangle? Who knows? Something. So let's probably need to cut that again, but let's try and do another bow. I just realised I did it on that side that time, but hey ho. Oh, fingers and thumbs again. Right, where's my tweezers? There we go. It's quite floppy, so I was trying to do a big bow, but not sure it will stay. Right, and ideally I want it this way around. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to pop my 2 levels of white, basic white, so yeah, and I've used dimensionals on both levels. So oh yes, that's what I was saying. So if you spend £35 in my online store, you will get everything to do the make and takes plus a tutorial, written tutorial with all the measurements, etc. If you spend £50, you will then get a free pack of embellishments. And I did have them to show you, but my desk is such a mess. So, and I will be emailing out to my mailing list with the details of the class to go and a link. So if you'd like to join my email list, please go to my blog, www.stampingwithfiona.com, and sign up there, and then you get a free tutorial to make a birthday book as well. So I'd love you to. Okay, and then let's see if I can move this along a bit. I apologise, nearly finished, but they're having a driveway put in down the road, and they've just got the cement maker going, I think. Yeah, that needs dimensionals to go across the twine. Just about had enough dimensionals then. Nearly out of those as well. Crikey. And then that's going to go flat on the card. And then I've just got some scrap paper here. That's for my hay there. I'm so sorry about the noise. I'm literally nearly finished. My hay there in soft succulent. I'm going to do it the other way because my leaves actually cover up the flag. Oh dear. There we go. And that can stick out like that. Just going off the edge, and then I'm just going to quickly stamp a couple of leaves. Now you'll notice that one I've actually cut out in the white, and it's just really for I don't know, just felt like doing it like that. So right, get that out of the way. I'll just quickly fussy cut those, that'll take me a minute. I think last time I actually drew around the stamp. I turned it the wrong way around and then drew around it just to kind of get the leaf shapes, but I won't worry about that today. Just randomly turning it as I cut to hopefully look a bit like a leaf. That's not too bad. And my soft succulent one. I don't know if you can hear that, but to me it's like almost like nails down a blackboard. Oh. I'm really hurrying this, so apologies. There we go. And I think I just popped those on with a tiny dot of wet glue. Now I've lost them. There we go. Okay, so that's today's class to go. I hope you've enjoyed it. So we've got card 1, card 2, and card 3, which I will do the die cutting of the fold for you. And as I said, if you spend £35 in my online store using this host code, then you will get everything that you need to make them, except for the stamped images. So you will need the Nuts About Squirrels stamp set, or use something you've got in your stash. And as I said, I will be emailing it out to my mailing list. So if you'd like to sign up for my mailing list, www.stampingwithfiona.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back next Friday. Bye.